In the name of Allah. Hello everyone, I'm Rasul Shah Mohammadi from the Part2 Academy. In this course, I want to teach you how to install and how to use Geant4 toolkit that is programmed based on the Monte Carlo, and it's used for simulating nuclear reaction. At the first step, and in this session, I want to show you how to install Geant4. In order to install Geant4, there's two ways. The first way is using package. The package that contain Linux, Geant4, and other things. I suggest this package for elementary students because these students are not familiar with how to install Geant4 and how to use Linux. So I strongly suggest elementary students that install Geant4 using the package. All the files that you need are available at the link that's shown here. So, for downloading the file, you must refer to this link and download all the files that you want. But what you need for installing Geant4, you need a VirtualBox and a file under name Vgate. So at the first step, you must download these two files, and when you install VirtualBox, a program with install under the name Oracle VM VirtualBox. Here, by opening this software, you can see this package interface. So the second file that you need is the Vgate. There are different versions of Vgate, but here I install Vgate 8.2. So I copy this file and paste at the directory that I want to install Geant4. So here I create new folder with name PA Geant4 and paste the file here. Okay, now by double clicking the file, this window will open. Here I must set machine base folder here by selecting others, and after that find the directory that I want here and PA-Geant4 and select folder and here I can change the name, change virtual machine name, so PA Geant4, and after that press import. So I must wait until the importing will finish. Here is the directory and the file that will create it. This file is the file that's used for this virtual machine. Before installing Geant4, if you are beginner with virtual machine, you must note that for Intel CPU, there's an option in the BIOS setting. When you start Windows, you must go to the BIOS setting, and in BIOS setting there's an option with the name like virtualization or something like this. Okay, by enabling this option you can use virtual machine. If you use Windows 10, here by right click on taskbar and select task manager, and after that under tab performance, here you can see the virtualization is enabled, but this option is only available on Windows 10. If you refer to Windows 7 and by going to similar direction, you can't see virtualization is available or not. So this is an option. If everything is okay, here import with complete successfully. Okay, so here is the PA Geant4, and by right click and start, and after that normal start, or here by selecting and press start, this virtual machine that's contain Geant4 and other things will start. So here I press switch. Okay, I encounter an error, and what's this error? Here by reading we can see that implementation of USB 2 control not found. What's the reason of this error? By going to setting right click, and after that setting, under tab USB, it's enable USB control. So I disable this and OK, and after that restart the program. And here by checking this checkbox and after that press switch, never this arrow show. Here is the menu of virtual machine. I can change the menu, and by pressing right control and home, a menu will appear again. It's an important thing that you must remember when you're using virtual machine. So by pressing right control and after that by pressing home. Okay. And now everything is prepared for you. Here is a virtual machine. I use don't upgrade and after that pressing OK. This is for updating Linux platform. Okay, I change the setting of Windows here by taskbar setting, and after that by pressing automatically hide the taskbar in tablet mode, and here desktop mode, and closing the window I can see Linux in full screen. So here is our Linux, its menu, folders and other things. Now by going to this directory, here computer, and after that by going to Gate, here everything is prepared. By how we can find Geant4 installation or installing directory by pressing Ctrl+H. We can see hidden file. Here's hidden file, and there's a file under name .bashrc. By right click and open with Plova. And after that, by maximize this window, here is the directory of Geant4 environment variable. You can change this window by changing the font size, the color. Here I change classic. Classic is better, I guess. It's dependent on you. So Geant4 directory is here under user share Geant4 and Geant4 install. Here I copy this directory, and after that by pressing Ctrl+L, and after that paste the directory and press enter, we can see the directory of Geant4 installed. Here is Geant4, and I go to the bookmark, and after that add bookmark, I can bookmark this directory. Okay, so here is the Geant4, and after that here is examples. I can copy this example to the directory, the Git directory. Here I create a folder under the name Virtual your Academy, and after that here I paste examples here, and I want to run B1 example. So go to the examples, and after that basic, here is the B1. I copy this file to the main directory, and after that paste it. Now, in order to run B1 example, I must create build folder. It's better to use this template. B1 is the name of the original example, and after that dash B1. So here is B1, similar to the example name, and after that by pressing dash B1 it shows that it's build of original example. So I can, by pressing F2, I can rename it. So B1.-B. Now I go to this directory, and after that open in terminal. Here is the terminal. At the first step I press PWD. It showed the absolute directory of the current location, current directory. It's home gate part of your academy, and after that B1-B. So in order to compile B1 example, I press CMake, and after that $/B1. This double dot means that parent directory here part of your academy, and after that go to the B1 example. This shows that the source of example that we want to run is present under the directory B1. By pressing enter, you can see that CMake check everything, and after that configuration done, and after that generation done. Here everything is prepared in order to make executable program in Linux. And now in order to make executable program, we must press make. So at the first step, everything collected and linked to each other, and when we press make, everything linked to each other in order to run executable program. So here by pressing or by typing ls, we can show the list of the program. Here we can see a file with name example B1. This file is an executable program. Now by pressing example B1, after that enter, this program, here is the basic program of Geant4. You can see it, and we can run it here as an example by using run beam on and 1000. Here is the amount of particles that interact with the geometry that we defined. So in this session, everything is prepared in order to using Geant4. And in the future session, we talk about how we can use different example and how we must run program, and a lot of comment, a lot of notes that you must learn in order to installing, using, running, and what you want via Geant4.